Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to tell you how you can find and buy cheap camera gear and also why you should buy cheap camera gear. Now, if you clicked on this video, you're probably looking to buy camera gear and you've realized that most camera stuff are so expensive and so pricey. When you want to find cheap camera gear, I highly recommend looking for secondhand cameras. Secondhand cameras on Facebook Marketplace, on Gumtree, but buying secondhand will save you so much more money. Now, even when I started, most of my stuff, pretty much everything that I have is bought secondhand because I've just been looking on Marketplace for it. And why should you buy secondhand? What you need to realize is you're not just looking for a camera. Now, you might have a budget. Let's say you have a budget of about $2,000, $3,000, and that's how much you can afford to spend to get started in filmmaking. Maybe even less, and that's completely fine. You might have just $1,500 or even maybe less than $1,000 to spend. Whatever money, whatever budget you have, do not spend it all on just a camera. That is the biggest mistake you can make. Don't spend your entire budget on just a camera, because what you need to account for is camera's one thing, but you also need to spend so much money on lighting, on filters, on an ND filter, on sound recording, audio recording. There's so many different factors that come into play when you want to get started in filmmaking, and cameras are just one part of it. Even lenses. Lenses are expensive. Lenses are more often than not more expensive than camera bodies. So you need to take into account all these different things when you're looking to make a purchase and when you're looking to upgrade your camera gear. If you blow out all your money on just a camera body or even a camera body and lens, that's all you have. You have just a camera and a camera body. Now you can probably buy a camera and camera lens for whatever budget you have. Spend all your money on just a camera and camera lens, but that's all you have. All you have is a lens and a camera body. You can get started in that, but your content isn't going to be up to the quality that it could be if you had spent that money in the right places. So if you had spent that money on, let's say, a cheaper but average camera, but good lighting, good sound design, and good filters like an ND filter, some black pro mist filters to make it look more cinematic, you have spent that money and your content is going to look so much more amazing than just if you had that camera and a camera lens, because lighting and sound design play a huge part in how your content looks and feels. So buying firsthand, buying the most expensive, the latest camera is pointless unless you know exactly what you're looking for, unless you know you need this camera, you absolutely need this camera to do whatever kind of work you want to do. You do not need the latest and best cameras. There are so many budget cameras that you can get on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, on Gumtree for around $500 for half the price. You can get a camera and a camera lens kit for $650 on Facebook Marketplace, a decent camera that does 4K, 120 frames per second, pretty much everything you need to get started in filmmaking. And it comes with a lens for $650 Australian dollars on Facebook Marketplace. You can spend half the money on getting a second-hand camera, a second-hand, maybe older camera, but a decent camera, as long as it can do 4K, 120 frames per second. That's all that really matters when you're just getting started and you want just a budget camera. And you have so much more money to spend on all your other gear. And that, just the gear itself, the lighting, the sound design, it's gonna amp up your production value, and the camera is gonna look much more advanced than it actually is. Trust me, the sound design and the lighting plays a huge part in the image quality of your camera. Now, even the camera I'm recording this on, I bought this 4 years ago. It's a budget camera, but it does 120 frames per second, it does 4K, and I still use it so much for all my YouTube stuff. And obviously I have my other cinema camera for all my client work, but this camera, it still serves me. I still love this camera. I love the lens. I love the Sony autofocus, and it's a budget camera. You can get this camera that I'm recording on right now for $500, maybe even $400 if you're looking for just the body. $400 secondhand. That is a steal, and that's the camera I'm recording this on. So don't think that you need the latest camera. Get a decent camera that can do whatever you need it to do, and spend the rest of that money in other gear, because you need to spend that money on other stuff. And that is why you should buy secondhand camera gear, because you're going to save so much money in the long run. And once you do start making money, if you have money saved up and you want to upgrade, then you can upgrade, because you already have the lighting, you have the sound design, and these things, they're not native to just one camera brand. You can use lighting on any camera gear, you can use sound recording on any camera gear. These things are gonna last you a long time, so it's better to invest in these things and not just spend all your money on the camera and the camera lens. And another thing is, if you spend half the money on the camera body, you can invest all that money on better lenses, because kit lenses are good, but you can get a much better quality, much better production value from investing in good lenses to suit exactly what you're looking for, what you want. So always try to go for second-hand camera gear on Facebook Marketplace. My go-to is Facebook Marketplace. I don't even use Gumtree anymore. I set up alerts on Facebook Marketplace if I need, when I'm looking for something like lighting. I bought this lighting on Marketplace for $30, and it does an amazing job, and I can use this on anything. And obviously I have my bigger lights, my bigger lighting kit for other productions, but it doesn't fit in my room. So this is perfect for me. This is perfect for these kind of videos. And if you're willing to pay more, you can get better lights, but for $30, this is amazing. This is really good quality lighting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask me down in the comment section down below. Please like, comment, that will really help the algorithm. It'll really support my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. And also, if you haven't checked out my latest podcast, Fired Up Filmmakers, the link will be down in the description box below. Check it out. I'll have a lot of good value content on there. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.